This is a very quick review, not very long. This is All Star Superman, but we're not looking at the comic book, just the movie. I got to watch the movie for free with ads. This is a little bit of music here. Music of the movie, by the movie. 76 minutes. Okay. So 76 minutes. And I gotta say it was very, very good. Now, this is Sam Liu directing. Sam Liu directed just almost like more than half of the animated movies from 2010, right? The 2010 to 2020. He did do Creature Commandos. I'm not sure if he's busy working on the next big thing, but he's been off of social media for a while. Um, this is how you do the Silver Age Superman. This is how you do Silver Age. Now, let's go back to Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely, who did the books. Because it's 76 minutes long, you are not going to get a lot of things like the Bizarro World or Jimmy Olsen turning into Doomsday or the infant universe of Q or whatever it is. However, I did like the ending twists at the end with Lex Luthor and uh, the guy that looks like the Toy Man, but not. It was a funny thing. It's a nitpicking thing, but the guy wears a rainbow jacket, like a Technicolor Dreamcoat jacket, right? They couldn't animate this in animation. You can easily draw it, right? So if we were to go here for a moment, let's take a look. Oh, this is where the things where he shows Lois, Superman shows Lois's identity in the Fortress of Solitude. That's definitely all in here. A lot of the stuff with the Kryptonians who are trying to take over Earth, that's in there. Let's see if I have the jacket. Can you see it? Let's find it. Let's find it. This is taking a year to find it. Do I have to pause video just to show you? Um, yeah. So this suit here, this is his rainbow suit. There was a way to do it. I mean, there are techniques to doing this sort of thing where you could put a pattern and then you animate over the pattern. So even though the pattern's in 2D, you're trying to give the illusion that it's kind of a weird fourth dimension, 4D illusion actually, where this otherworldly pattern exists in a two-dimensional to three-dimensional space. But really, it's just you're just animating a pattern on a jacket. You may have seen it in many like music videos where you see polka dots on a jacket where a cartoon animal's dancing. Um, Maybe Jessica Rabbit's dress where it's all glitter, like it's a pattern of glitter, right? And you don't notice that. Little things like this. I mean, that's just not really the most important part, but little things like this. So you don't see Bizarro World, you don't see Doomsday, we don't see the Infant Universe. The Jonathan Kent, the tornado story with the other Supermen, that's like mostly taken out. No crypto, but we do see the Superman robots. And Superman robots are done right. Frank Quietly's art is done mostly right. It looks and resembles the art we remember from the comics, minus the fact that you have the sort of the woodcut look is kind of gone because it's going to be animation. It's going to be more streamlined. And so Superman does the 12 deeds before he retires. And what he does is, let's get a nice picture. Um, what he does is that he's doing all these. So Lex Luthor, on a mission to the sun to do research, right? He's taking a spaceship around the sun, and Lex Luthor gets somebody like infected with a super virus. They turn to a monster, and somehow Superman's cells absorb too much radiation to where he gets super cancer, and he's dying within weeks to days. So Superman turns into energy, kind of like when Superman turned to the electric Superman, which wouldn't be shocking if he, pardon the pun, that if he turns into the electric Superman. And if we revisit this universe, if we were to revisit All Star Superman's universe and he looks like the 1997 Superman, that wouldn't be shocking. But at the end of this, of course, Superman is, working a machine in the middle of the center of the sun, and there's a memorial in his honor. But Lois knows he's not dead. What I would have done, I think, is when Superman is writing his epitaph, or he's writing his last rites, we would have seen the Bizarro world. We would have seen all the other deeds, however short, however brief, in a montage, and maybe extend the length to maybe almost an hour and a half. So to get a little bit more of the story that was originally done by Grant Morrison, so that you don't completely bastardize the books. Because they're originally 12 issues. I do have the Lex Luthor issue. He's in prison. I do have the issue number 6 with the Smallville, a couple of the first issues, but I mostly have the trades. I have trade 1 and trade 2. This was made in 2007, I think, and this is at a time when Superman was going through the. It was after the Identity Crisis, Infinite Crisis, Final Crisis. So there was the Crisis on Infinite Earths that had subsided at some point. We were going into New 52, but while that was going on, you had this other universe of Superman dying, doing 12 deeds in a short amount of time before he goes into the sun forever. So you see the Parasite in this movie. You see the Parasite, the Sun Eater, Metallo, which I don't think Metallo was in the original books. You see Lex Luthor. You will see Hercules and Samson, and the Kryptonians, the Kryptonian astronauts. You see different characters, and it plays out very much like the books tell it to play out. So you're getting that Silver Age look and feel. I think that's one thing the Fantastic Four First Steps gets right is the aesthetics is the 60s. Had they stuck to a certain color palette, I think you would have had a much better movie than what James Gunn tried to do. Now, I say this, Sam Liu did do Creature Commandos. He did the even number episodes, so I don't know. So if it's time to give a score now, I'm going to give it a 4. I think that's well deserved. Had there been more than a little bit more content, even if it ended up being a montage, just to gloss over the stuff because it's a movie, not a book, not a series of books, I think it would have been better. But I definitely give it high marks. So I think that the cutting corners does hurt it a bit. And if you want a better movie than Superman 2025, this is the one you watch. I'm going to try to see Superman the Elite, which is also free with ads for however long they're going to allow it. Maybe it's just for the week or two. Maybe it's just for the month. And after that, they probably just go back into purchase, rent or buy. And more Superman content coming up.